Every year, first week of the new year, the first thing I do is I create a to-do list. Really simple one. I usually do it in Excel. The notebook works just fine. This is that easy. And on the left-hand side, I've got 5 lines and then to-do written across the top. On the right-hand side, I've got 5 lines with done written across the top. And what I do with the list, this is per week. So this is the things I want to get done that week. And it's really helped me as far as just organizing things, being more productive. But the true value in this, the life-altering part of this, is the done side. Because I'm doing this by the week, at the end of each year, I can pull out my 52 weeks and I can look back, and then I can see all of the things I actually accomplished. Every year, January 1st, we get excited. We've got a brand new year in front of us, a blank slate. So everything that we know we should be working on and doing better on, we've got a year to accomplish it. Losing weight, eating healthier, exercising, managing our money better, kicking bad habits, whatever it is, almost all of us have something we know we need to do better on. And here we are, brand new year, fresh start, and we can work on whatever that is that we think is going to make our lives better if we can accomplish that goal. And then at the end of that year, maybe we make progress, maybe we don't. More often than not, we don't. And it's real easy to get discouraged at that point. Well, that's where this comes in. Because I can go back and look at all 52 weeks and I can see all the stuff I did accomplish. And here's the thing, almost every single one of us, we accomplish way more than we realize. It's just we forget about all the obstacles we had to overcome during the year. And I can look back and hear, oh yeah, the power went out in January and we had this issue, and I had to replace the hot water heater in February. Yeah, I forgot about those doctor bills for whatever procedure. All those obstacles that came up, repairs and just whatever. Well, then I just want to look back, oh yeah. And then there are the small things I accomplished. And look back through here, oh, I did get that done. I did finish up this. I did replace whatever. And almost every single one of us, we accomplish more than we realize. Well, that's just so encouraging. That's life-altering. To be able to look back on your work and see what you accomplished. All right, that's what gives you the motivation and the confidence to realize, okay, I didn't succeed at this big whatever goal, or maybe I didn't make as much progress on it as I wanted, but I sure did get a lot done. And just knowing I accomplished all this, okay, that big goal, I can do that. And I'm going to get on it this year. I'm going to work at it hard. Maybe I don't succeed, but I get closer. And that's really all any of us can do, is just do the best we can and keep trying. All right, and again, this is just so life-changing right here, just to be able to see that. But it gets even deeper than this. So besides the encouragement of being able to see everything I did accomplish, and I'm telling you, it's encouraging to have all 52 weeks together and flip back through the entire year, and I did get a lot done. Okay, besides that, I get to look at the actual things I did. There's things that I've already forgot about. And what I came to realize is that some things, they pay off a lot more than others. All right, so a lot of the things that we want, material things that we want to have, buy, whatever, things we want to do, some things really pay off, and hey, I'm glad I got this. And some things don't ever pay off, and we're just buyer's remorse. Well, it's the same way with goals too. There's some things that we accomplish, and hey, that was really beneficial. That really did improve my life. And there's some things that, I thought that would have helped me out, but it really didn't. All right, well, I get to look back at all 52 weeks of the year, and I get to look back at all those individual things. Okay, yeah, That one there, that was a good one. That wasn't really that good right there. And a great example. That rack right here on the wall, it's for hanging clamps for woodworking. I made that 10 years ago. Simple as it can be, but that's one of the best things I ever made. It keeps me organized. I got a individual spot for every one of my clamps. And it didn't take long to make, and that's one of those things that for the past 10 years or so, I've been grateful I made it. All right, well, that was a good use of my time. But I can look back on a lot of other things, and okay, that wasn't a good use of my time. So I can learn from this. And that's the main thing there. And not only can I learn from it, I can take that a step further. And okay, here's my values. These are the things I say are important to me. Okay, helping others, being honest, going to church, studying my Bible. Okay, I say those things are important to me. Do my actions show that? All right, well, I can look at everything I did for the past 52 weeks. Okay, did I do anything during those 52 weeks to help anybody? Did I do anything in them 52 weeks that would make me question my commitment to honesty? Did I do anything in those 52 weeks that was going to help me be more productive? Okay, so being able to look back on what we actually did, that tells us what our values really are. Not what we say they are, not what we want them to be, not what we think they are. And that's me personally. I never listen to what people tell me about themselves. I watch and see what they do, because that's going to tell you their motivation or what their values actually are right there, way more than what they say. And so often we don't even realize that our actions aren't matching up with our values, our priorities. Okay, well, I got 52 weeks to look back on, and did my values match up with my actual actions, the things I actually did? And this is my to-do list. So that was the things I actually did. And the first year I started doing this, I've probably been doing this 10 years now. That's when I realized the things I did aren't matching up with my values. All right, well, so I began to work on that. I began to change the things I was focusing more on doing. All right, that's when I really started seeing benefits. And now when I look back on what I did for the previous year, not only do I get to see everything I accomplished, but I get to look back and say I'm proud of it. Yeah, I did good on that. I'm proud of myself for doing this. This fits with my values here. I helped my neighbors here back in June, and I did this for so-and-so back in August. And that doesn't mean I can't do better, because I promise you I can. But I can say this is a lot better than when I first started doing this. Okay, and where did the big lesson come from on this, on reflecting back on our work? It came from the Bible. Very first chapter, Genesis. Each day God looked back on his work and he saw that it was good. All right, well, if he's reflecting back on his work and he's looking at it and judge it, well, I figure if he can do that, maybe I need to be paying attention to what he does and trying to do that myself. So yes, I highly encourage all of you to do a to-do list. Do a sheet for each week, however you want to set it up, Excel, notebook, whatever. It's life-changing. And I've expanded upon mine. Okay, and it seriously is this simple, to do and done. But below to do, I've got 5 items for today. All right, so I'll list 5 things for today I need to get done, and I just scratch those off as I do them. Below that, I've got 5 items for tomorrow. Below that, I've got 5 items for the weekend. And that just helps me be more productive. If tomorrow I've got cut grass down there, well, I know to go today, check and make sure I got gas, and if I don't have any, while I'm already out doing something else, I can stop and get gas for the lawnmower. So when tomorrow gets here, I can just go cut grass. I'm not going to the gas station getting gas or whatever else I may need. It makes me more productive. But the big benefit is making sure I'm working on the right things and that my focus is in the right place. Okay, and as far as this being from the Bible, I know a lot of you young people, as soon as you hear the word God or somebody say the word God, you're just shaking your head. Yeah. Okay, I did a series this end of this year. 7 weeks before Christmas, I started working on the Tahoe and my boat. Each week I did an update. I did not do an update on the last week. That's because I was had my head down, I was working. And I didn't accomplish what all I wanted to accomplish. Didn't even come close. But I did accomplish a lot. When I started out on my Tahoe, it's been sitting for 2 years. All right, well, I had that voice telling me I needed to do something. I need to get it going. All right, and a lot of you can just say that voice is whatever. I say that voice was God. Okay. I got on it. I didn't get everything I wanted done to the Tahoe, but it's running. So on the top end, I started out, I was just going to change the intake manifold gasket, and I ended up changing the intake manifold gaskets, the valley pan gasket, knock sensors, the harness, electrical harness for knock sensors, valve cover gaskets, PCV valve, a few other sensors, cleaned my fuel injectors, replaced one of those that was broken that I didn't even know was broke. So they ended up doing a lot more than I thought I would or planned on doing to it. But it sure is running good now. All right, well, that little voice I was talking about is saying get that done. It's been sitting for 2 years, so I apparently hadn't been in no hurry to get it done. But when I heard that little voice saying get it done, all right, and I got on it. Well, I'm glad I did because 2 days before Christmas, my daily driver, Mike Stera, got T-boned. Okay, now here's the thing. You younger people, you can say, all right, just coincidence. I'm here to tell you, after enough of coincidences, you got to start scratching your head. And, okay, maybe that wasn't a coincidence. Maybe God was telling me I need to get my Tahoe going. All right, so you think whatever you want. All I can tell you is every time I listen to that voice, things they generally turn out way better than I could have ever expected. And when I don't listen to it, it just don't work out. So anyway, but that's my update on the Tahoe. It is running. I still got to get the rear main oil seal changed. I still got to fix the passenger side window and get the air conditioning going. But I got the new battery for it. Got most of the seals and gaskets on the top end changed out. Got new tires for it. It's on the road, and it is my daily driver this week. So Dextera's not completely out of commission, but she sure is limping right now. Thank the Lord it's running. That's all I can say. Okay, I hope this helps some of y'all out, and I hope it inspires some of you to go do a to-do list for this coming year. It really does make that big of a difference. God bless, and y'all have a great day, and have a great year.